He's a police officer. They're supposed to get dispatched to scenes and shoot bank robbers and things like that, because we expect them to do that. Yes, but we only expect them to do it in situations where it's reasonable.
Recklessness. They have to prove recklessness beyond a reasonable doubt. At what point in this trial did you hear the term reckless ever used by any of the witnesses by the government? At what point, ladies and gentlemen?
Now, you just heard from the prosecutor and the defense during closing arguments in former Columbus police officer Adam Coy's murder trial. Coy is also charged with felonious assault and reckless homicide in the December 2020 shooting death of Andre Hill, who was unarmed. There have been 5 days of testimony. 11 witnesses took the stand, and closing arguments wrapped up just minutes ago. We thank you for joining us today for NBC4 at 5. I'm Jared Smalley.
And I'm Jennifer Bullock. The state told the jury that Adam Coy acted recklessly from the start, and they believe Coy made up the justification after the fact.
Now, the defense leaned in on the testimony from law enforcement, saying Coy reasonably believed Hill posed a deadly threat.
Assistant Prosecutor Anthony Pearson walked through each witness called throughout testimony, from the 911 caller to the state investigator to the use of force experts. He talked about Coy's impressions and how the word fear keeps coming up, but he said fear doesn't justify a threat. Pearson said the evidence shows Coy committed all 3 crimes he was charged with. Defense attorney Mark Collins argued the government's theory that Coy made up his justification in his written statement and on the stand is desperate.
He says the 2 use of force experts called by the defense and 2 law enforcement officers who took the stand corroborated Coy's story and training. Collins walked through Coy's recollection of that night again to the jury, bringing up the keys Hill was holding at the time of the shooting. Now, Collins said again that the law says officers do not have to wait until they see the glint of steel to use force. He's arguing through the eyes of a reasonable police officer, Coy's actions were justified.
I'm not saying he's a rogue cop who goes out and he kills every potential person he comes into contact with. I am not saying that. I'm not bringing that to you. We look at his actions, and he killed an unarmed man and didn't have reason to. And that justification defense he made up after.
We have proven more likely and not. What else, though, ladies and gentlemen? His belief that he had a gun. And again, this screws up the state's theory that he made it all up after the fact. What else? Because he says, get back to Officer Dittweiler. I can't see his hands. He's still got a gun. Find the gun. Find the gun.
Well, the case is now going to the jury for deliberations.
And when jurors reach a verdict, NBC4 will bring that to you live. We will have more updates ahead at 6 o'clock.